Hello everybody, welcome back to another ForgeCraft Modpack with TechnoJock. We're busy at the moment replacing our division sigil that we lost a while back in the great, horrendous dropping things into a hungry node affair. So, there we go. Very simply done. Same as we did last time. And we don't need any of that stuff. So, let's just get rid of it all. So why do we need a division sigil again? Well, we need some unstable ingots, because I have some plans. What I've been doing is I've been neglecting my my gardening. My gardening has been neglected, so I think it was time to have a look at some of these things over here. And yeah, we've got our potatoes and we've got some cotton here, both at 10, 10, 10. So I wanted to get some other things. We've got some cinderpell seeds as well. I need to find myself some sugar cane that will work on the agrocraft crops as well, because that's just the normal sugar cane there. So I'm wanting to get that going. But I found some soya beans. Soya beans. So I got them going over here. Got this little setup, and I'll tell you a little bit about this. I have turned off the weeds. Let's get that out of the way first and foremost. I've turned off weeds because they're just a pain. Everybody I've seen has turned off weeds, and most of the mod packs that I've seen agrocraft really is a focus of. I'm thinking of regrowth here. They've got weeds turned off, so I've turned off weeds because it's just a pain. Now, with that turned off, it allows us to do this, which is a setup to allow you to breed these from 0 to... really? From 0 to 10, 10, or not 0, but 1, 1, 1 to 10, 10, 10. Very easily. It still takes a while, but goodness sake. Come on. Where's the other one? Really? Where are you? Are they over here, are they? Somewhere? Come on. Just ridiculous. Anyway, yeah. So what happens is, you start off with one seed here that's a 1, 1, 1. It grows to maturity and spreads here, another 1, 1, 1. However, when it spreads over here, because you've got 2 here, this one has a chance of getting better. Then, when this one, when it's mature, it'll spread here, and because it's got these two, it's got a chance of getting better, and so on, all the way down here, until it gets to the very end, and even if you've been spectacularly unlucky, and only got 1 gain there, 1 gain there, 1 gain there, by the time it gets all the way down here, it's got to be a 10, 10, 10. So, I have set up these sprinklers, and it is accelerating things to a certain degree. These sprinklers increase the growth ticks on plants below them. One thing you might want to do if you're wanting to do something like this, though, is to have an on-off switch. You get some sort of sluice gate shutter thing that you can turn on and off with the redstone signal, because the particles that these things throw out can be a little bit harsh on your machine if it's not top of the range. My one's okay, it seems to be handling it okay at the moment, although it's still not a top of the range machine. However, this is still slow, still quite slow, so I was wanting to get myself some bits and bobs that are going to help out, and yeah, we'll be able to get growing a bit quicker. So I've already got a watering can, but it's not that fast. I want to get myself the reinforced watering can, which is going to take a little bit of getting, because we need to get ourselves an etheric sword, which we then manage to sacrifice 10% of our hit points, and it will get us this soul fragment, and we need to get bedrockium. Now, bedrockium, there's 2 ways really to do that. We can either get a block of bedrockium, which is... Oh no, that's just the one way of doing it. Okay, right, that's fine. You can get octuple compressed cobblestone and then smelt it, I think, in some recipes, but it doesn't appear to be here. So we need 4 things of quadruple compressed cobblestone, and we need 4 things of triple compressed cobblestone and a block of diamond. Well, we have an abundance of cobblestone. We've got 37 million of this stuff. So we'll be able to do that. We need to get it crafting up in just a second. And we also need to get that sword on the go. So with some wood, which we have here, we can make our crafting table. And then if we get some diamonds and some, which we can craft up, cancel that, we need 2. And we need some iron, of which we need 2. Things I need to get rid of in here, all of that stuff as well. And that stuff can go away, as can that. I'm going to keep the other things though. Diamonds should be ready. There we go. Right, so let's go make ourselves some unstable ingots. I'll need the obsidian with me as well. And just need the 1 to be able to make this. Right. So 1 division sigil, 2 iron, divide by diamond, boom, and go like that, that, and get our etheric sword. So these things are really cool. They don't have any durability damage on them when they're chopping things up, so that's pretty cool. And it does this. Boom, there we go. It does eat the sword when you do that, and we're at minus 10% max health. But we've got all these extra heart canisters, so that's not too bad. So next thing up, we need to make the things for the cobblestone. So cobblestone like that makes cobblestone like that. And so we need, if we do 9 like that, actually that's not really going to help, is it? Well, it will. So we need that, and then we go and we put it into one of these. Let's pop it there, and then we can go like this, and that goes in there, and we can go, we don't really need that many, and then we can go, okay, we need that, and that makes the triple compressed, and then we put these back in here. Now these are to go, oh, have I already got these in here? Apparently I do. Okay, so if I do cobble, I've already got a bunch of these anyway. Ah, I still had them from before. Okay, so that makes things an awful lot easier. So I've already got that. So if I do diamonds again, and I now need to craft 9 of these, like that, these will craft up. We can make a block like that. There we go. Let's do this in the proper crafting thing. 1 block of diamond with the triple compressed around it like that, and like that. No, other way. Like that makes 1 bedrockium. Wow. Okay, let's do that slightly differently then, shall we? Let's do diamonds. Let's do that again, and let's make the pattern for the block. That's fine. And then if we do bedrockium ingot, wherever it is, there it is, like that. So I had no idea I'd done those. So okay. No idea I'd done that. And then like that, I can take that other ones out of here then, because that's not required anymore. Let's see if we can make a Bedrockium then. I need 4 of that. Says it can do it. There's 1 already, that's fine. Let's get rid of these, make them back into blank patterns since we don't need them anymore. 2, 3, and 4. So, like that and like that. Can I not? Why not? Okay, maybe I can only make it in the crafting. I've got it on me. Let's see. It might be that you can only do it like that. Uh-oh. What on earth is going... Oh, you need a bowl. I'm an idiot. Bowl. Bowl. Yeah. No. Let's make... That's annoying. Right. Let's do that. Like that. Like that. Like that. And then do watering can. Like that. And like that. There we go. That's what we wanted. And now this will improve things drastically. Not like that though. There we go. So this thing is going to motor now. Yep. So all I need to do is stand here for a couple of minutes rather than hours on end, and this will get us 10, 10, 10 seeds very, very quickly indeed. Look how quickly it's going down here. It's ridiculously quick. So that is ideal. I think that is a good trade-off for the 10%. Bearing in mind we're going to be, for all intents and purposes, immortal very soon. Well, not very soon. So let's have a look and see how much UU matter we've got. And get rid of this. And I can get rid of that. Put it back into the system. Here we can have that if we so wish. At some point, need to make some more blank slates, or not blank slates, blank patterns. I need to get going on some of that stuff as well. Okay. How much have we got? 10 buckets. 10 whole buckets. That's going quite nicely, because it only had 7 when I was at the end of last episode, maybe 8 buckets. So it's made 2 whilst I've been messing around doing this. So that's pretty good. I like that. So, next up, Botania. Botania is the other thing that has been lacking somewhat recently, and I want a good way of getting mana. Now, there's a few things that we can be doing with mana. Mana generating stuff. Dayblooms, far too slow. Begonias, not about to start. Bees, never done bees before, and I'm a little bit intimidated by them, to be perfectly honest. And I think it would be a long way to go in bees before begonias would be our method of choice for mana generation. Endoflames, already got them, been done to death. Entrepinium, everybody's done a TNT farm for these things. Gurmerlillis, same thing as the Endoflames pretty much. They're kind of a cross between the Endoflame and the Entrepinium in a way. If you haven't used them, the Gurmerlillis just eat food, but they'll continue to eat food as much as you throw it down, because unlike the Endoflame that will only swallow things up when it needs it, the Entrepinium and the Gurmerlillis, well, the Gurmerlillis will eat it regardless of whether it it needs it or not, and the entrepreneur just doesn't eat it, so you end up with a massive explosion. So the Gormalilis, nope, not going to do it. Hydrangeas, they take up a lot of room to do, and they're not that fast. Munchdew, did think about doing that, but Darwolf did a thing with it in his latest ForgeCraft season. And yes, it did seem to work quite well, but no, I'm not going to do it. Narslimus, I'll let you into a secret. I actually tried to do something with a Narslimus because this is a slime chunk. And I made this, which does have some slimes. Yeah, it does have some slimes in it, but frankly, the Narslimus and that, too much of a pain. I will use that for something, but it goes all the way to bedrock, and it is a huge, big, towering thing that goes all the way down. But yeah, not going to do that. Nightshades, same as Daybloons, too slow. Rosa Arcana, it might pick up XP orbs off the ground, but I don't think it does. I think it requires the person to be right next to it, or the player to be right next to it. So not going to do. And the Thermalily, again, done to death, and it was nerfed. This one, however, this one intrigues me. I've never seen anybody use a Thistle, which is a crossover between Botania and Thaumcraft. What it does, if we go down to the Apocrypha, I think it is under. Here we go. Under Botania, we've got three things. We've got Whisperweed, which I think is a way, if you're stood next to it, it uses mana to generate aspects and things that you can use in the research table. Don't really need that anymore. Euclidaisy, I think that's the one that generates loot, like treasure loot, which could be quite cool. That would get us more iridium. Might do that actually for the iridium if that's the one I'm thinking of. And there's the Thistle. So, Thistle, we need a tainted tendril, we need some purple petals, and we need these runes. Rune of Mana is a doddle to get hold of. It's just a mana pearl and mana steel. The Rune of Gluttony, however, is quite difficult to get hold of. It's got a reasonable amount of crafting steps in it. As you can see, that's simple enough, but you need a Rune of Fire and a Rune of Winter, and a Rune of Winter needs runes of Water and runes of Earth, and this stuff, and blah 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 blah. You'll note, however, I have this stuff. I did get rid of the diamonds though, I need to get the diamonds. So, we need to make our Rune of Gluttony. I need to go and get those 2 diamonds that we need. Like such. I am loving being able to craft diamonds. We need to work on a fair bit more that we can craft like this, but that's one of the things that I am working towards with Botania, because Botania allows us to do a fair bit of stuff. Oh, and you'll see this thing as well. This is a cool little setup I've got here for being able to craft stuff on this. So we want that. Oh, it's cool if you don't have your ring of magnetization on. Like that. No. Need to put these in here. And now they'll go on there, that in there, and get our Wand of the Forest out. Is that not it? Is that not how we get our Rune of Gluttony? Oh, Fire and Winter. I've put on Mana and Winter, haven't I? Yep. Let's get that back off. Go Fire, Winter, 2 Mana Diamonds, and there we go. That's that going nicely. So, got no idea how much mana this Thistle will generate. hits us. It's easy. Oh, we get 2 of those. Oh, that's good. That's very good, in fact. I might make 2 taint thistles knowing that now. So I need another rune of mana, and I need taint tendrils. I have one taint tendril. I've been doing a clever little thing to be able to farm up some taint stuff, because we need Vitium to be able to do this as well. And one of the things, I've got Thaumic Slime there. I'm going to very quickly go and grab myself. This is the one instance where having slimes around has been handy, because the safari net, like that, because the slimes are a good way of farming up taint stuff. Right, how's this doing? Oh, that's doing quite well. It's way down now. I need a slime, please. And I want a slime that's a reasonable size, if I can. Oh, there's a decent sized one. Come here. Excellent. Let's pop you down here. I knew that this area would come in handy. So if I just kind of hover above him, he will be hurt by the taint here. And when he splits, he will split into some normal slimes and hopefully some tainted slimes as well. And then they'll split into more tainted slimes, yada yada yada, and hopefully we'll get a taint tendril out of this. At least one would be nice. And we do get some of that tainted goo as well. Here we go, any moment now. There we go. So these guys are going to have their own little disco down here and split into more. Yep. So as these guys split into more taint things, we get a chance of getting more and more taint tendrils. So I think I might set up some sort of spawner to sort out this sort of stuff. Right, there's gelatinous slime down there, or tainted goo. But I'm not seeing any taint tendrils. Let us do this, and very quickly, before I get poisoned by it, put the goo into my ender pouch. It doesn't degrade there, and then it doesn't poison you, but it will do if you leave it in your inventory. So let's do this again. I might put a taller wall around this so these slimes can't get out. I might actually put this into a proper slime farm as well. Have some sort of spawner set up above it, and that would be pretty good if I could do that. And then we would have a good source of Vitium and taint tendrils and goo and whatnot. I think that's probably a very good idea, and I think I will do that sometime soon. I'm aware of the time, however, and I want to get this done as quickly as possible. If this slime doesn't give us any more taint tendrils, I shall just make the one taint thistle just now, and then I will worry about the second one in between episodes or something like that. So, oh, hello spider, you come to join the fun, have you? That's fine, you can get tainted as well. There we go. Anything? Yes, we've got another 2 goo things. Wonder how I get those taint tendrils. Oh. Let's pick up the XP at least. Right. Let's go and make this. So we need 4 aqua, air, farms, or fames, and I think it's farms, because it'll be famished. When you say you're really hungry, farms. And we need the Vitium. So we've got plenty Vitium. Need to melt that down. Lux, I think. Aqua we've got there. Got farms. Just double check that again. Yeah, I think we've got air upstairs. Let's get this set up. Is there air? Yeah, there's plenty air. Aqua we need a bit more of. So let's do that at the moment. Get that broken down. Do that one. And that one. So, let's double check the actual setup of that. Taint tendril in the middle, then we've got one mystical purple petal, like so. We've got two like so and so. Then we've got one gluttony and one bob now. What is it? Mana one closest to that, like that, and let's do that in fact, and take this one down and put that there. I think that'll probably be a little bit more stable like that. Now we don't have anything more in the way of petals. I should probably do something about that. Let's take another one of each of the petals. That, and we've got a rune of gluttony, but we don't have another rune of mana. We should be okay. I'm going to wing it. And we need that taint tendril. Put that there. Taint tendril in the middle. There. Oh, forgot my wand. And that should hopefully be us. Aqua, plenty of. Oh, sorry, air, plenty of. Aqua, not so much. Let's put some more aqua here. What are you doing? Just stood there like a plum. Have you got some sort of thing that you can't get rid of? Because I don't have a Golomancer's bell anymore, do I? Let me quickly go and sort out a Golomancer's bell, because I don't think he knows. In fact, let's take that out. Let's put that. There we go. That's what it was. He's not linked up to those other jars. That's what I need to do. Plenty of that, some of that. Okay, let us do this. So the Vitium's going in, air's going in, aqua's going in. That's brilliant. No problems with anything falling off anything. Soaking in those. This is good to go. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That is one taint thistle. So what I'm going to do is, in between episodes, I am going to set this up with some sort of contraption. Wanting to put this somewhere a little bit away. I'm probably going to do it underground here. I think I'm going to go under here, and then I'll have the mana being shot up through the ground back up to somewhere a bit more usable. So our mana generation is going to be underground where it's safe, because we don't want this taint getting everywhere. Because how it's going to be powered is, we're going to be dropping a bunch of rubbish into a crucible like this. We're going to have an everfull urn next to a crucible, stuff dumping into it, and it'll overflow. The taint thistle will then eat the stuff, and then we will get mana out. So we will need to see A, how much mana the taint thistle can generate, B, how much flux it can eat up, and C, how much stuff we need to put into a crucible to generate enough flux. Or not flux. Is it flux? Yeah, I think it's flux. Yeah. So we will need to do that, and I shall see about getting this sorted out. It's already way past there. So that's fine. So that leads us to the end of this episode, and I've almost managed to be on time this time. Who'd have thunk it? But until the next time, which by my reckoning should be the Christmas episode, it's a bye-bye from me. Bye-bye.